Boom. Da, 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 da. And I'm live. Welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. Better late than never. Running a little slow this morning. Things need a little bit more attention than usual. And I needed a little bit more time to wake up and come to the point where I'm motivated to come in the gym. So I'll just let you know, even us regular gym people have to get there remotivated time and time again. What happened here? I must have stopped it. So, I guess I will have two videos. That's interesting. So basically, got 125. So I'm going to do as a warm-up. Thanks for joining in. Welcome back to MacBean Scottish Fitness, squats, and military press days. I just did 125 on the squat. I'll have a video on that later. Now I will do a warm-up on the military with the same weight. So the next weight I'll jump up to for a squat will be, stay there, will be 145. So I take the 10s and 5s off and add a 25. I'm feeling blessed, so I'm using the holy weights. Get it? Blessed. Holy weights. Slowly but surely, I'm going up on the weights on the squat. Feeling better about my form with them. And see the improvement happening. My bench is doing really well. Played around with deadlift a little bit. Chancy, Daniel, how we doing? Yeah, you have to remember nutrition. So rest, nutrition, and proper exercise. The fact that he went in and did a workout means you still did a workout. Whether you finished what you wanted to do or not, you still had a workout, you still worked the muscles, and you learned something that you're going to have to increase your calorie intake. Without the energy to work out, there's no working out. So, yep. And it's always a learning process. And we're always reevaluating it. You know, when I started this workout in the beginning of the year, I realized that towards the end of the workout, I was running out of gas. And I was running out of gas because I wasn't getting enough calories in the morning, to the point where I went out and I bought a weight gainer protein, a big sack of it. Now they say use 4 scoops per serving. If you make 4 soups, you have a cake. So I do about a scoop and a half. But between the Fairlife milk and that, I get about 800 to 1,000 calories for my workout, which is a good amount. I work out generally anywhere from about an hour to 2 hours, depending on how well it's going. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Appreciate it. And the whole idea is to pace yourself, especially when you get to my age. You know, I put the work in lighter sets to get warmed up, but I am banking some of that energy for the heavy sets. And then when I do my burnout, like on Monday, I burned out at 315. On the way up, I did 11 reps. On the way back down, I did 8. And that's what you want to see. Because if I did another 11 reps, then it means I left a lot of energy in the bank, and I probably could have done another heavy set. So where I did 405 and 410, if I burn out and I knock out 10 or 11 reps, then it's telling me I probably should have went for a 415 and used that energy there. So it's just a whole idea of just trying to learn your workout. So I did have my weight gainer shake this morning. I gave it time to digest. I did the regular 3 S's. Petted the kitty cat because she wanted some loving. She was trying to hang on to me for dear life when I came in last night. She snuck in the house. I go, what are you doing? She's like, well, come on, Bird, we'll sit down. I said, nah. So it's midnight, Daddy's tired. I work second shift. I had to walk back out and have her follow me back out. And she's trying. Gotta give her credit. So 145 for the squats here. And I'm doing sets of 5, and I'll continue to do sets of 5 as I go up weights until the point where I really don't feel like I can go up weights anymore, but then I'll go up reps. So the whole idea is slowly by the end of the year, I should be doing squats with a decent amount of weight. To be perfectly honest, this is an exercise I have avoided like the plague, and next couple of years is not going to be the case. I will make sure that I get her done. So, got to turn my hat to the squat position. 145, I think I went to 155 last week. Hope that's the case. I do plan to go heavier. All right. And I'll leave this weight on here and do militaries. So I'll do militaries at 145 as a warm up. And then we'll add weight for my next squat. And then hopefully I'll get to the point where, I'm doing regular sets of 5 and 2 1/4. I think once I start doing that, I'll feel much better about my squats. But thanks for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Make sure you say hi to everybody. All right. Any questions about workouts and nutrition, let me know. Hey, good morning, Randy. So I'll start a little bit later today. Want to make sure you had time to go chop wood. Yesterday was kind of nice. I did a breakfast chat. Now that the corn's down, I felt I would have the ability to AT&T signal. I had corn on 3 sides of my house, and whatever reason, when I got corn, things don't work. So actually, I'm going to pop this to 165. That's the weight I want to go to on squat. And it's definitely a weight I can do on military. I don't need to slow down up to 145. Since I went that far, let's get this party started. So this will be a military press. Then after my military press, I will do squats with this. So as I start a little bit later today, but I have time. Now that I'm not doing the overtime during the week. Now that's probably going to change come Thanksgiving because I'll be batching it. Mom will be going to see the grandchild when he finally does come out. I should hear something today. Daughter's going to the baby doctor, and they'll probably start inducing anytime soon. So if you're in chat, pop into the live chat and say hello. Thanks for everybody for hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate that. It takes work to stay in shape, and there's all sorts of ways you can do it. I was on a couple streams last night, and a few of the Beaverines I know saying, hey, I worked out in the garden for a half hour, and then I canned potatoes for 15 minutes. Does that count as exercise? I said, absolutely it does. You're moving, you're engaging, you're moving things around, your muscles are being engaged. It definitely counts as exercise. Someone said I walked to the mailbox and back, for 15 minutes. Does that count? Yes, it does. It's better than not moving. One chop firewood. Definitely counts. Lots of ways to get your exercise in. I went for a 3-mile hike yesterday, so that was my exercise during that day. Tomorrow I'll do the hike again. It's supposed to be getting warmer. Guess we're going to be in the 70s this weekend. So it was for a high, it's been in the low 40s. For a low, it's been in the upper 20s. So the leaves are going to be falling. Probably only about 2 more weeks of the chat underneath the oak tree. I can still have it underneath the oak tree. It's just going to be under the oak branches. There will be no leaves. I am upping the amount of vitamins I'm taking now because it is that time of the year. Allergies are kicking in, cold and flu's kicking in. I'm not in the sun as much because I'm wearing clothes. So I'm now taking the B or the D3s. I haven't taken them all summer because I'd be outside for easily a couple hours, with a t-shirt on or no shirt on. So my body was producing plenty of vitamin D. Remember, your vitamin D, your vitamin C, and your zinc are your really immunity boosters, along with garlic and honey and turmeric and cinnamon and some other things that you can add to your food. Definitely will help you fight off anything that would want to attack you. So with that ado, another thumbs up. Thank you. And make sure you say hi to everybody. I like to know who's popping in and supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. So 165 on the military, then I'll do squatting it afterwards. 61 years old, 6'4", 240 pounds. And here we go. So I always feel a little more effort on this side than I do this side. I guess it's the way it goes. But once I get it moving, then it's fine. Remember my sponsors, Apex Nutrition in Shorewood, Illinois. 747 style supplements. I use Takeoff as my pre-workout. Only 200 milligrams of caffeine, loaded with arginine, some creatine, and essential B vitamins. Gives me a lot of good energy from my workout without me having a burnout or needing a rest period afterwards. Also, Union Mix Trade Post in Utica, Illinois. Good place to stop and have a good time. Benefit Veterans Network, Operation 1620 for our veterans. MacBean Scottish Fitness. Shorewood Fitness in Shorewood, Illinois is also a sponsor of mine. Shout out to the channels, Prepper Nation, and hi to John, and all you Beaverines that pop in and watch my videos. Appreciate it. Rudy at Alaskan Prepper. I think you got 6 more days. of being on a naughty list, and then you'll be off it. Rayman Prepping. He was back on last night to get moved in his new place, so I understand it's a little difficult for him to get on the live streams. It might be a couple weeks. Casey Little Owl, and a lot of health chat she has on minerals and supplements and really interesting information. Northern Girl Hobbies, Fan City Prepper, and of course, my buddy down there in Tennessee, Michael at the Body Beat Down. And then you got Arc Wild Man Survival, Bitter Critter, who we haven't heard from in a while. Prepper Cowboy, one of my mods. Miss Worm, one of my mods. And Emeritus Veteran has been popping in a few times. And who else? I'll think of them when I get there. But if you're new, thanks for joining in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do. I do a lot of videos on fitness. Not really too much politics here. We're about fitness and well-being. I do have another channel, which is MacBean Farms and Prepping, where you get to see more around the farm and wildlife and the garden and cooking and things like that. And that's kind of my secondary channel to kind of separate some of the things that I think are fun that, well, kind of can be related to fitness with a lot of it's sightseeing. We do go on the hikes that is fitness oriented. So I'll give it to that. But I figured it was time to separate the channels. And that channel's doing okay. I got like 364 subscribers, something like that. It'll come along. So enough of the delaying tactics. 165. Got to get my squat hat on now. Let's knock this out for a few. This should be, and I'll have to double check. I actually can double check that. Let's make sure that this is a new weight I've been doing. Let me go to content. And bear with me. I know you're looking at the ceiling now. Oh, I don't think I didn't post it, so that's not going to help. I had it on the live stream. I'm thinking 155 is where I ended up last time. I hope that's the case. There's 165, depending on how it goes. Maybe I'll pop it up a little bit. So, we get to see these on the shorts too. Usually don't do it. People go, how come you're going so light? I haven't done it in a long time. When you haven't done something in a long time, you start off light and low, slow and steady. You don't do anything stupid. There we go. So that felt good. Felt good. I got the 5 of them out. 165. Thinking that's a new weight for me for this year on squats. Have I done more in the past? Yes, I have. It's been a while. So I'm going to work my way up slowly. And I know I can probably hit it a little bit harder today. Because my legs haven't been really bothering me after these workouts. So if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you pop in there. Say hi to everybody. And I know I started late. And I think you have to, for you to get a notification, I think I have to get at least schedule it like 45 minutes beforehand. But if I schedule it at home, it doesn't re-hook up when I get here. Because I'm going from my phone to the internet and it seems to get confused. And once I get here, I want to work out. So most of the time, I'm going to give you about 5 or 10 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to 175. Yeah, 175. Do a quick practice militaries on that. And then it'll probably be my last squat set. It's getting to be a decent weight, I'm thinking. I'll be happy when I get to my body weight. That's probably going to be a couple months. Like I said, I got plenty of time. The problem is when you hurry, when you rush things, when you get impatient, you end up trying something you're not prepared for, and then the injuries happen. So now you got to heal from an injury. So you lose all that time. You lose all that progress you made. And then you're starting back up at even a lower weight than before. And it gets to be a vicious circle. And you don't want that vicious circle. So slow and steady, pay attention to your body. Anytime I start feeling tension I shouldn't feel or more than usual, then I will sit there and change the exercise. Or I'll say, okay, I'm going to stop at this weight today. And then do some accessory lifts, some small muscle lifts to strengthen that area. So like your field goals and your going in and out with the cables. Just sit there and keep your shoulders nice and tight, which I have sit there and demonstrated before on a few other videos. So 175 on here. Generally I jump to 185 on the militaries, but since I'm going to do a squat on this, I figure I'll just knock this out for a couple and hit the squats and then go after militaries a little bit heavier. And then that'll probably be most of the workout today. If I do get things done quick enough, I may go to the other gym in Pontiac before work and crush some triceps and biceps. Those tend to help my bench along with these military presses. So the last 3 workouts, I have managed to hit 405 and 410 on the bench is my 2 top sets. What I've done though is I have increased my middle sets, where on the 3 workouts ago it was 295 by 11 and 345 by 5. Then the next one was 300 by 11 and 350 by 5. And Monday it was 315 by 11, which surprised me. And then 365 by 4. So on Friday, I'll probably go to 320 for the 10 or 11. And I'll stay at the 365 until I hit 5. So even if I'm hitting the same weights on the top end, if I'm hitting 1 or 2 more reps on those sets, then it does tell me I'm definitely making some progress. All right, so really quick. Turn my hat to the military. Yeah, you're fine. I ain't got time for you. Oops. All right, so 175 on military, just a quick warm up because I'm going to do a squat on this. Usually I go to 185, but not ready to squat 185 yet. So I'll take a little breather, and then I'll squat this, and then we'll jump up to heavier weights for the military. And I feel good. I will be wearing new shirts here fairly quickly. I'm going to get some long sleeve ones in black. If you're interested, send me an email and what size that you want at scottishfitness@gmail.com. They're 90% cotton. They're very high quality shirts. And if you live in the United States, it's $30. That includes shipping. So remember to start increasing your vitamins and minerals, because cold and flu season is upon us if you're on the northern hemisphere. And so zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D are going to be more powerful ones. Elderberry is good, but really what the antioxidant elderberry is vitamin C. And make sure you're eating healthy, getting plenty of calories. Your body needs calories not only to build muscle and provide energy for movement, calories to fight off infections. I guess avoid crowds as much as you can. You know, I'll be flying to Arizona in a couple of weeks. I am tempted to bring my PD 100 mask. It's a full mask with the side things, but I think I would just cause people to be nervous, and they might can see me being a smart ass, seeing I got all this hair in my face. The mask wouldn't work anyway. But who knows? They might have those Band-Aids back on by then. You never know. The pandemic's over. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I gotta get water. All righty. Thanks for waiting. I'm back. Ta-da! Hopefully my signal's still good. Somebody's online. They give me a 5x5, and I think it gets pixelated here, Jim. And I'd just be interested to know that. Otherwise, I have a feeling that I'm just talking to myself, which I've been known to do that. So 175. It's a weight I haven't done in a long time. So kind of excited to finally get back at it. And we'll see if I'm not just trying to jump the gun too fast. All right, so I got the 175 still up there, which I'm going to do squats. Probably as heavy as I will go on the squats today. We'll see how the form looks. There we go. Not bad. I think I got done low enough. I'll check the videos later on. See how good or bad it looked. All right. And to pick the weights up. All right, so 195 is a weird weight. We'll kick that to 200. And I think I went, and this one I can check. I think last time I went to 210, maybe 215. I have to double check. So. And I can do that. So I got another thumbs up. Thank you. Somebody popped in. Don't forget to pop in and say hello. Okay. So it's seated. That was Friday's. There's Friday. Okay, weekly recap. Discus throws Thursday. So yes, I went to 215. So on last Wednesday, the 12th, I went to 215. So now we'll be looking at possibly 220. Maybe my goal. I got 200 up here right now, which will be my next lift. And we'll see how that feels. If I knock out 3 of them fairly easily, then I will put a 10 on each side and make it 220, which will be a this year PR. I have done more in the past, and I will get there. And of course, we did prove that in a seated supporter position, I can do more. Or I did, I think 255 or 260 last time. I think it was 255. But I'll have to double check the historical data. So next Friday coming up, I probably will shoot back out to Shore Fitness because I left my Beaver Ink shirt there. I'm bad about doing that. I take them off to work out and I walk out the door. I'm all pumped up, radiating heat. And then I got 10 miles down the road and I was like, oh shoot, left my darn coat there. Well, it'll be a good opportunity to see everybody again. And probably about time for me to pick up some more supplements from Apex Nutrition. I'm getting a little low on my weight gainer shake. And I think I'm going to, go Beaverines. I think I'm going to stay with it. It makes a great pre-workout meal. So I usually chug one down about sometime between 8 and 8:30. Usually before, during Prepper Nation's video. And then it's digested enough and I got the calories in the bloodstream. Time I start my workouts around 9:30, 10:30, depending on when I get here. Yesterday was fun. John and a bunch of Beaverines joined me on my breakfast chat, which I appreciate. The views were about the same, but I had a lot more likes, so that was awesome. And kind of made for a nice day. My walk, actually I thought I had 4 videos in that walk. Ended up I only had 2. My camera was doing some. I thought I was recording and I wasn't, which is probably a good thing because I came up to one of the neighbor's cattle and I thought the thing was dead. It was just laying on the ground, flat on its side, and I was yelling at it, and even the other cows were concerned because they started nudging it, and then all of a sudden I realized, finally it brought its head up and it was okay. Yep, you went out to have breakfast and cut. Well, hey, you got to live life. I understand that. You can always watch it after the fact and get the thumbs up. I know I didn't have any eye candy. No Chuck at the household, only at the gym. Whew. How you doing, Anthony?
What's up?
How we doing?
Doing pretty good.
I see you in here all the time. That's good stuff.
I try to come every morning.
Get that
Usually
cardio
I take
in.
Sundays off because they don't open until like 10.
Yeah.
And I got to work on Sundays. So plus I need to take at least one day off, let my muscles,
Oh yeah, you got to have a rest day.
Let them prepare.
Yep, got to have a rest day. a truckload of black walnut. Oh, there you go. So I got a fireplace in my house that I really want to just tear out and maybe replace it with a pellet stove or wood burning stove. It's not going to happen this year. I ain't got the time nor money to do it. Problem with fireplaces, every time I use it, all the heat goes up the chimney, and the back bedrooms are freezing time to get done. Where I know a wood burning stove would do better. But they're dirty too. Right now, I throw some big candles in there for ambiance, and we leave it at that for right now. But I want to get a lot of overtime done in the winter because in the springtime, I'm going to have some projects that are going to cause a lot of mess, and I need to have the money for it. Right now, we're spending a lot of money on airline tickets. I bought 2 of them, one for me and one for Mama. We can go see our grandchild, and then I'll probably have to buy another one for Christmas for her. But yeah, so is it a fireplace or is it a wood burning stove? My buddy has a wood burner in his garage, along with a propane heater. But the wood burner definitely can keep that garage warm because it's not big. And then he's got a much bigger wood burner in the living room. And then I think he put a pellet one somewhere in the house so that he heats the house mostly with wood. He does have a propane heater too. So, all right, enough talking. Let's get my military hat on for the military press. It's a wood stove, yep, in the big family room. And the fireplace in the living room off the bedroom. So cool. All right, so time for start doing heavy military. I got 200 pounds here. Something I've done before, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'd like to knock out 3. Let's see how they go. Pounds, 200 pounds. It's heavy no matter what. Okay. I'll put this on pause. I'm away to the doctor. Thinking about being induced. That was from my daughter. He's on the way to see the baby doctor. And see about if they're going to induce the pregnancy or not. So that was 200. So let's add 10 on each side, make it 220. For a new 2022 record. Is that the most, I think? One time I could do 315. I don't know if those days will come back, but I think I should work my way back up to 250 by the end of the year. I think the seated ones are also helping me with that. So 220, there's 20, there's 40. 40 divided by 3 is 13. So for all us nerds, AD&D, 1813 strength. And we'll see how that goes. I do like the pre-workout. It's not overpowering. It doesn't get my heart racing like some of the other ones do. It just gives me a good amount of energy and get up and go just in the right amount. So that's your 747 style called Takeoff, which I highly recommend. So 747 style Takeoff. This one is in Blue Hawaiian. Like there are other flavors. But I like it because it's not overpowering. I had a co-athlete of mine mix me up a pre-workout for a meet. And oh my goodness. So I drank it at about 10 in the morning, competed at 11, did break my record. My wife and I went to go out and have some dinner and that. I ate dinner, and about 7 o'clock I said, I got to go home. I was so wired, and I couldn't shut down until midnight. So I said, never again. That was I call it a heart attack in a jug. So I do like this one. This is the best one I've tried so far. I did try quite a few different ones, trying to find the ones that would stimulate me in the right way and not overdo it. And I finally found the one that's going to work for me. So even though I still have like half a thing left because I'm only taking the pre-workout on my heavy workout days. On my light ones where I'm just doing arms or throwing discus or just playing around with the dumbbells and outside, I don't take it. So basically 3 days a week is when I'm taking this pre-workout. Try not to do anything, any sort of stimulant more than 3 days a week. Otherwise, your body starts getting used to it. And I did that with those monster drinks. I had those big monster ones. I used to drink them, when I worked. And then I had a day off, and all of a sudden, my hand's shaking. I said, we are done. So that was the last time I did one of those. So I got 9 thumbs up. Appreciate it. Thanks for popping in, everybody. At least 9 people came in and liked what I had to say, and I appreciate the visit. If you are in chat and you haven't said hello, please do, because so far I've only had Randy and Chauncey say hello. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Or I'll just go by Daniel. And so the next left will be 220, which will be a 5-pound PR over last week. Another thumbs up. Thank you very much. And remember, if you do have other questions that might be of a more personal nature, or you want to see me do a video on something different, just shoot me an email at scottishfitness@gmail.com. I do answer all my emails. I do answer all the comments. And I do make videos by request that had to do with fitness. And sometimes not. I did one with the sword. That was fun. Got to have fun every now and then. Well, I think I've got enough rest here. You're not too taxing, you're not as taxing as the squats are, definitely not as taxing as deadlifts or heavy bench. So 220 pounds. Let's see if we can do it. You can do it. Okay, I'm going for the nerd lift. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition 18/13 strength. 220 pounds, 5 pounds more than I did last week. 61 years old, 10th level fighter award. My story, I'm sticking to it. Maybe we can knock it out for a couple. Recording? Yep. Woo! Well, we'll call that one. I might give it another push in a few minutes. Wow. That was heavy. There we go. Dean Henry, how we doing from California? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. I've been out to California a few times. For training, was out West Palms for decor training a long time ago. Kevin Costner was actually having a golf outing there. So there was a lot of all these actors and rock and roll people. And one of the guys that was traveling with us, he's running all over getting autographs and that. And he goes, man, I've gotten 15 autographs so far. How many you got? And I said, none. I said, I'm not into that. I briefly chatted with Kevin Costner, telling me that my wife was Lakota Indian and she loved dancing with wolves. I briefly talked to Cheech Marin, told him I liked his movies and skits when I was in high school. And I almost ran into Ryan Stiles, literally. I was on the phone with my wife. She goes, have you seen Ryan Stiles? And I turned around and almost walked right into him. And he was on a full pace. She's like, well, chase him down. And I said, I don't think so. And then there was a band member with all these tattoos. And I think it was on World Poker 2. He sat down with us and had some beers. He was pretty cool. And then one of the ZZ Top guys were there with the real long beard in the traditional. And then the last time I was out there, we were in Monterey, California. Hey, Hollywood is in the house.
What's up?
How much? Randy's waiting for you. Come over and say hi.
We'll see.
So Monterey, California, my youngest was in the Defense Language Institute. And it's like 65 degrees there year round. So beautiful. So that was the last time I was in California. That was probably 3 years ago. But beautiful lights, redwoods there were fantastic. We went to the Winchester House. We went to San Jose. So we told my daughter, you now know the way to San Jose. Da, 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 da. There's a song in that way. Went to the big aquarium they had there. A lot of fun.
Not benching today.
No, military presses.
Okay.
I had it all set up for you. Lightweight.
It's all you.
I
I'm not
did.
sure what I'm doing today.
Yeah, bench is Monday, Fridays. And you were here for bench, so you know.
Yeah,
That was okay.
That's right.
And then I had my breakfast chat yesterday because now the corn's down, so I now have a signal.
Yeah.
But Randy said she had to cut wood and that. She just knew that you weren't going to be there, so she didn't bother to come out. I'm teasing her because she's probably still online.
I'm always here. Somewhat. Hello.
How are you?
Oh yeah, hefting wood. There we go. I got Hollywood in the house. Come say hello. There we go.
Hey, gang.
So I hit this for about 7/8 of a rep. So I'm gonna try it again. It's just a mere 220 pounds. So I'm gonna give it another shot. Here we go. I got witnesses here now, so now I have to. Peer pressure is on.
It's on.
That's how it's done.
Man, you got kicked out of Planet Fitness right there.
Oh God, I gotta get kicked out as soon as I walk in. I went to this was years ago. I went to Anytime Fitness in Naperville.
Yeah.
And the young man there, say young man, probably in his 30s, he's interviewing me. He says, well, we don't slam weights. Slamming weights, something went wrong. And she goes, we don't use chalk. Okay, all right. I don't either. Well, we don't make loud noises. I said, once again, if I'm making loud noises, I'm probably in trouble. And I finally asked him, I said, do you guys just everything? Because, I'm wearing dress pants, I'm wearing a dress shirt and tie. I thought it looked loose enough. He goes, well, you're a real big guy. I said, well, I don't see myself as being a big guy. And it says, and most people here will be intimidated by it. So I was there for about a month. I couldn't get anybody to spot me. They're like, well, that's too much weight. I'm like, I'll need 5 pounds, if anything. It's not like, well, let's try 5 So I found a gym across the street a little bit closer to work. That was more of a hardcore gym.
Gotcha.
And I haven't even bothered to walk in Planet Fitness.
Limitations.
Well, I mean, it's great for those type of people. Our people that are, and they shouldn't be.
No.
So that's, I help anybody. I don't care if you're benching the bar, if you're benching 600 pounds, I'm here to help and motivate, you know?
Right.
I went to one once while I was in another city.
Yeah.
It wasn't, not a good experience.
No. So
I know I'm not the clientele, but geez,
Right.
you could treat people okay though, you know?
Well, almost all my workers at H.H. Gregg went there. And I was going to one of the big gyms. And, yeah, they're telling me about all the limitations, you know, on the machines. And I said, well, free rates. Like, yeah, the dumbbells only go like that 45 or something. I said, well, that's great for curls. You know, maybe tricep extensions, but. So I didn't bother. I figured it was just going to be a waste of my time. And if I wear a loose shirt, I think I could still probably get away with it. But a lot of times people would, in the store, they'd come up to me, and then when they put their hands on my shoulders, they're like, oh. Like, oh, what? You got shoulders. I said, well, everybody's got shoulders.
Some more than others.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have shoulders, how are you gonna raise your arm? But yeah. But it does have a purpose for people that just wanna kind of work out and
Yeah, oh yeah.
and don't want to be intimidated. They had some funny commercials.
They have a niche
Right,
clientele.
it's a niche clientele. So I have no problem with
I don't understand having
it. They're
free donuts on the counter and all that stuff.
I don't either.
Pizza,
Pizza,
open boxes
pizza
of
on
pizza.
Friday.
Like, you're not helping.
Well,
If that's their vice, you know.
if the people were serious about it, it would be in Planet Fitness. Remember, that's an oxymoron. Planet Fitness isn't. So if you go to Planet Fitness and you are doing something, that's fine too. So I don't want anybody mad. But I definitely take it to the next level. But really, just going for walks and hikes and, you know, if you want to do hard stuff, do yoga. That shit's hard.
That makes me sweat more, man.
Yeah. I'll never. Randy said she's too tired to drool. Yeah, and the advantage of this not being a two-way screen. But anyway, so I feel good about that. So first time wasn't a real rep, but the second time we'll definitely call it for 2. And then I'll do a burnout here at 145 for a bunch of reps and pretty much call it a day for this exercise. And then probably time to go shopping. But yeah, I have never, the Anytime Fitness was kind of an eye-opener for me. When the young man who looks in pretty good shape was intimidated by me. I'm like, you know, it's not like I'm, you know, because I've had people in the gym like that, and I usually embarrass them. When we were at, what was Cardinal Fitness at Homer, there was a bodybuilder, steroid hound, you know. I mean, you know, it's obvious when they're really on. And he's doing shrugs with 4 plates on each side. Jeez. From the 4th rep, he's grunting really loud, all the way until like the 13th rep. Now, I can see it's last 2 or 3. He just do it right away. So
That's a show.
he stepped away, and I went over there, and I threw 2 more plates on each side. And I grabbed it and looked at him going like this. At the time, I was probably doing shrugs with 7, 8 plates.
Right.
I mean, I was doing ridiculous amount. There's really no reason for it. But.
Yeah.
And he left. I was just like this. And he walked out. I said, man, don't come in like you're the baddest guy in the gym when you're not. There's always somebody badder. But I couldn't help it just because he was making such a show of it.
Some people just want to be seen.
Yeah. Look at me. Remember, when you enter gym, you're working out for yourself, you're working towards your own goals. Be helpful to anybody else that's in the gym. But you may have to ask them for a spot one day. Or every day. I used to do that. Used to do it with the bands.
Yeah.
I don't know if it helped or not. The point, we just had more weight to do the truck.
Screws with your balance a little bit.
Well, I think there's.
I think it just forces.
Well, right, it takes away that inertia
Yeah.
on your left, because when you're getting up going, well, now a lot of times you see inertia takes that away. So I can see the science behind it being good.
Yeah.
But I can't say that I got stronger doing it. But it's a good exercise. All right, time to do my burnout. I've been here for an hour, which is good. And and figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch. All right, so I finally felt better about 200 on the second attempt. Definitely got some reps on that. I got 145. I'm just gonna do for a burnout. And this has got a lot of blood in the muscles. All right. 15, I think I did that once before. Remember, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise. Enough of that. The burnout's the ones that really tire me out. My daughter's on her way to the baby doctor.
Oh, really?
Find out about when they're going to induce. But she was due last week. So they said she didn't have it. But this week they'd have to induce. Well, the baby now is just getting bigger. Right. It's been cooking plenty long. Oh, crap. All righty. That was a good workout. Got a good pump. Everything went well. Let's go to the old water. For some rest and relaxation. Boy. I always feel good at the end of the day when I'm in here. I was moving slow. I was trying to make excuses. I said, it's getting the gym and lift. And I feel much better. I do that to let my subscribers know that, you know, they think people that come here every day is just because they're just biting at the bit to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And that we go through the same motivation
Yep.
issues that everybody else does. The difference is you walk in here. Once we walk in here, we'll lift.
Gotta do it.
But you gotta walk. Yeah, you gotta get in first, otherwise you lay on the couch and then all of a sudden 2 hours later, you're mad at yourself. At least I am. I did it one time where I was tired. I just napped in the car during my lunch hour. When I woke up, I was still tired. But now I was tired and pissed. So after work, I went and worked out. I said, no more. Some two. All righty. So thanks everybody for joining in. I got 10 thumbs up, which I do appreciate. I got accomplished what I came to accomplish. Got 5 more pounds on the military press. Had to go at it a second time. I had to wait for him to walk by. That man's talking to me. So. And I had a nice burnout. Went up to 175 on the squat for a set of 3. This week I'll make sure I do 5 of them. And I don't know if I'll go up to 180 or not. You just gotta see how you feel, but I'm making progress. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. I am noticing that I'm getting some of my size back. I'd lost quite a bit of it. Yeah, Carmel, that's right, Dean. We went to Carmel too. Very beautiful place. But, you know, when I got up this morning, I was a bit groggy, even though I went to bed as soon as I got home. I did everything right. But sit there and had my shake, listen to John, preparation. That was a premiere, wasn't that long. I had the kitty in, Binks on my lap. I think she could stay there pretty much all day. If I put the food dish on my lap, she'd never leave. So there and cleaned up, took a shower. That kind of helped wake me up. And then I had to put her again out on the deck. So I was changing shoes, and she goes, "Oh," jumped right in my lap. So she's turned from a wild feral cat to just the perfect little pet. She's a really good cat, great mouser. And, you know, for my wife being allergic to cats and not really liking cats, she definitely dots on this one. So, oh, well, I was moving a little late today, but I still made it in. I actually made it part of my my video. A lot of times people think that people come to gym all the time and just wake up and go, "Oh, I'm going to the gym. I never feel late." You know, we're like all people. We're like, man, tired, but different people. Yay. Now that doesn't work out. Right. If I don't go to the gym, then I need to get myself all day. You know, it's such a fashion to take out everything else. Monday was I lost count. I lost count, you know, and so that was at 9. It was 11.
One more.
Watch it. So that's all good. And I like that for the whole thing. Starting to get more. We're going to take up to 480 and I'll be there. 60. Well, it looks well. And still steam to the sheet. That's all I'm trying to lie to myself about it. What I've been doing. Well, I don't mind that. Yeah, sure. Well, you should. So why?
There's so much. Every time I straighten my hair, like, yeah.
I'll show you. It's a lot easier to take care of. Oh, here, I got a picture that'll blow your mind. I'll be right back. I'll show it to you too. No, this is about
Look at the hair. Look at you guys. You're so cute. Is that a mullet?
no, not a mullet.
Let me see my glasses.
It was my last July. It was about a week after that.
Really?
Well, it looked okay, but when I'm walking in the sunset heat and looking at the shadow, I'm like, oh no. I went from cool, 80s guy to wow. You know, you can see it was really good and sitting on the top. So, I think I was turning my beard, the phone went up. I was turning my beard so I didn't have to turn that. I'm talking and okay, and I'm like, so I took the beard off. So I was on the phone. And I go, I said, oh yes, no, hey, it's me. It's me. She's like, oh, that beard's bad. I'm like,
Yes, ma'am.
not sure. And then I see him go, same thing. So, nobody liked it. So, when I had the beard, it looked like my little boy, taking the beard off. Glasses. I wish so much like a bloody boy that water. She's like, something's different about that fish. Well, body person. But I am just stop up,
Ronald doesn't like Howard.
No?
Going down to the left.
Like, you know, for
Yeah.
Alrighty, time to go shopping. Thank everybody for hanging around. We were just talking about being motivated and getting, hey, good morning, Christopher. So here's a picture to freak you all out. That was me when I was about 30 years old with the wife. I had that t-shirt for a long time too. Want to see me when I had hair? That was when I was 30.
Oh my goodness, it's long and luscious.
Yeah. It soon fell out after that.
You still got the beard going though.
I still have the beard.
So
Yes.
strong.
I was told to keep the beard.
Good advice.
It was a skinny guy in the picture. That was me. At the time, I probably weighed 185. Check your ego at the door when lifting weights. You're tall. The reason why you don't look like you have a lot of muscle mass probably because the milestone is high. I'm the same way, and I actually like it that way. I look like I'm in shape, obviously, but I'm kind of glad that I'm not huge, and I could be. I don't lift to get that way. There's a certain way that, and there's genetics play too, but there's a certain way that you work out to get big muscles. There's a certain way you work out to get strong muscles, and I work out mostly for strength because I compete in powerlifting, and like I said, I'm been married for over 30 years, got raised kids. I don't really have to sit there and have the beach body. Although I do try to make myself look presentable. Except in the winter, I let my beard go really thick. So I probably won't trim this down until probably after Christmas. So it just keeps my face warm, here in the winter. But you're right. Until you get really close to me, or some of my friends who haven't seen me in a long time, then they'll notice. But yeah, I was even when I was skinny, I was extremely strong, for my body weight. And that's why I get some people going, oh, yeah, that's cardio. You got that right, especially when they're playing soccer. But that's why I think I get a lot of the comments. Well, I don't get a lot. 1 out of 100, maybe 1 out of 200. I get the fake weights, and then I'll sit there and show them my ranking in over powerlifting. Or I'm tied for 5th in the world in my age and weight class for raw bench, and then I'll send them about 10 videos I've done at different gyms. Going, really, people? Yeah, these are real weights. And anybody that's been kind of on this journey with me for the last 6 months, I've seen how my progression is getting back to where it needs to be. And once I get back into the upper 400s, I will really, truly feel I've recovered from the COVID back in December. So that's some work to do still, but I'm putting the work in and kind of saying never give up, never settle, never say, well, I can't because of fill in the blank. All right. So good workout today. Really happy with it. It's almost noon my time out here in central Illinois. Quick shot to Kroger to pick up some things for dinners and that. And then head home, eat lunch, and get back to work. By then I should hear back from my daughter and see about when they're going to schedule her to get induced to have the baby. So those are the kind of things I'm looking for. I will be back on the live stream on Friday, where I may be 90 degrees. Yep. 90 ain't bad, especially if you're on the coast. It's like in the 90s in Arizona, and it's, the desert, so a whole different feeling, I think. One thing I do want to do, Chris, first, I want to go to Muscle Beach and wear some loose clothing, maybe kind of walk slow, bring a walker with me, and then kind of freak people out with my lifting. Yeah, 43 degrees and sunny now. It was down to 23 last night. You're probably very similar, Randy. I think you're in the northern part of Missouri. So I think your weather is very similar to ours. What is it currently? Let's look. So currently it's 42 degrees. Sounds like the low got down to 28. It's going to be a high of 48. And then we're going to get Central. Okay, see you by Springfield. Because we cruise through Springfield quite often on our way to Neo Show. And then I have a sister and brother-in-law that lives in Buffalo. But I think you're more this way. Lebanon, Missouri is a place we usually stop at, the Knife Outlet. So southwest of you. Okay, so I have an idea. You at Rolla? Are you just north of Rolla? So usually we stop in Lebanon and go to the knife factory there and pick up some toys. So tomorrow's going to be higher than 60s, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday it's going to be in the 70s. Trying to think where 70 is. Oh, okay, I know where 70 is. Yeah, Columbia. Yep. So we cruise there. We're in Missouri about 2 or 3 times a year. Last time we went and followed that band and stayed at my brother and sister-in-law's. And then the other time we went and stayed at the mother-in-law's house. So it's usually about a 6.5 hour drive to get to the in-laws, and it's a fun time. Yeah, so we shoot down 44. unless we want to take the scenic route. Then we come up through Hannibal and kind of take some of the old, clearing those all right. I still have a couple jalapenos that are probably, I can pick out the vine. I did bring the plants in, so I have that going for me. So, excuse me. Put my shirt on. I keep leaving these at Jim's.
It's a good way to come back.
I got one short. I probably got to go to Friday and pick back up because it's one of my favorite shirts.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm about 10 miles down the road. I'm like, oh, crap. I called my buddy as the owner. Said, put it away for me. I'll be back next week. Yep. There we go.
The best of us.
Yeah. It happens more often now for some reason. I want to get that Prevagen or some of those memory pills. I just keep forgetting to get it. Boom. Ching. Dad joke. All righty. Well, Christopher and Randy and Dean and Jancy and everybody else that joined in, thank you very much. Thanks for the thumbs up. Got 11 thumbs up. Appreciate that. And I will see you guys again on the lives. I will be posting all the lift videos. I'll do the long posts and then I'll do a bunch of shorts so I can get me more subscribers. And the next live stream will be Friday. Most likely, yeah, I am doing the vitamins again. I'm doing that. Oh, do the vitamins? I will do that. And the minerals? Okay. So what I'll do is I will pick a vitamin to cover during each live stream. So Friday I'll put it in the title. I'll do my research again, take my notes. I got old notes too. And VR Lab Girl, hey, thanks for stopping in, fellow Beaverine. Caught the tail end. I did squats. I went up to 175 pounds. And the militaries, I went up to 220. Which will be on there. Some do work better without them. Very good point, Randy. And usually my research will tell me that. You know, like I know for a fact that iron works better, I think, with vitamin C, and vitamin K works better with vitamin D. So there are some ones that work very well together. So what I will do is I will pick one of the vitamins on Friday, and that'll be what I cover during the workout. So I'll have some filler and just watching me lift. I will be posting all the lift videos later. It's about a 10-minute video, and then I will break it down into shorts. And then probably, hey, Justin, how you doing? Yeah, no fake weights. No, and it was offered me one time to do a picture, and it was asked if maybe we should get fake weights, and I said no. I will not be in a picture with fake weights ever, because once that gets out, everything else is suspect. Yes, magnesium is a mineral, and it's very important. Magnesium is involved in over 600 reactions in your body. Actually, if you take zinc and magnesium, it will help you sleep at night. It also helps with muscle repair. There is a brand called ZMA, which is just zinc, magnesium, anhydrous, that they will sell at the supplement stores, but you can buy them separately. And if you take zinc and magnesium together, it's goody. You gummies have zinc. There you go. So I take a multivitamin, so I kind of do a catch-all, but the multivitamins do not have iron in them. They don't really have vitamin K in them. And then about once a week, I take an iron. I take a vitamin K with D. And now that I'm not in the sun as much as I was during the summer, I'm starting to take the vitamin Ds again. I do take them with food. It helps them absorb a little bit better. And, some people may have a reaction if they take them without food. And elderberry. Yep, elderberry has C. And remember, C cannot be stored, so C sometimes is good to take once in the morning, once in the evening, because it doesn't store in your body. I try to take 1,000 milligrams in the morning and 1,000 in the evening. Yeah, 5,000 units per day is really a good amount. I know people take more, but I usually keep around 5,000. Well, actually, when I started up, I only been doing about 3,000 because I still get out in the sun. I still go for a walk. And it's sunny out there, so I will probably have my recap chat under the oak tree. Why I still have leaves. So I do thanks for everybody popping in. Thanks for the thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. It does help my channel and that Augie rhythm. And do appreciate the support. Remember, like, follow, share, do all that YouTube stuff. And members, after 6 months, get a free T-shirt. And an empty stomach only one time. And way to class out. Yep. Yeah, and that can do that. But that's how you learn, Mark. Generally, I have a pretty strong stomach, so I can get away with it, but it does cause a little nausea. And it's just better to take it with food. It slows down it travel into your digestive system, and it gets you better absorption. I get bladder issues with calcium. Yeah, and I don't take calcium separately. I drink a lot of milk. So I definitely get the calcium with that. But bladder issues, did you consider maybe cranberry juice? I know my mother had problems with her kidneys and bladder, and cranberry juice, for whatever reason, would always take care of that for her. I don't know what it is in there that's helpful, but there are some definitely helpful minerals and vitamins in cranberry juice that helps with that. So I do appreciate everybody popping in, and I gotta get going because I gotta get to the store. All right, I'm gonna buy me some more nutrition, and remember, sleep, nutrition, and at least 30 minutes of some sort of exercise 3 days a week, and you'll definitely feel better about it. Only if you take calcium pills. Well, then, now how does that help with your bone structure? I'm wondering. So if it's, does it bother you if you're just getting calcium through natural foods? If you just get it naturally through foods and that, hopefully it doesn't cause you a problem. Oh, thank you, VR Lab Girl. So I'm going to write myself a note Friday. It'll either be at this gym or I'll be at the Shorewood gym, and we will cover a vitamin and a mineral. So because it's an hour, I can cover one of each, and I'll be doing that probably for the next 5 or 6 live streams. All right. Get it from food. Okay. Strong bones so far. Well, that's good to hear. Yep. And that's what lifting does for you, too. Lifting gives you very strong bones. So everybody have a wonderful day. It's hump day, Wednesday. I had to think about it. So enjoy your week, and I will see everybody else on Monday, or I'll see a lot of you on Prepper Nation tomorrow morning.